Dominik Mysterio just called himself the king of Luchadores, and honestly, that might be the most disrespectful thing he has said yet, because this is not just trash talk anymore. This is him rewriting reality in real time and daring everyone to challenge it. And if you think this is just another cocky Dominik promo, you are missing what is really happening here, because the storyline is starting to expose cracks not just in Dominik's attitude, but in his entire rise to power. So let's break it down. Dominik comes in immediately defensive, saying this match should not even be happening, which already tells you everything about his mindset. He is not confident. He is trying to convince himself before he convinces anyone else. Then he shifts the blame to Finn Bálor, claiming it is all his fault that he lost the Intercontinental Championship. And this is where it gets interesting, because Dominik is not taking responsibility at all. He is rewriting the narrative to protect his ego. And look, I get it, that is classic heel behavior, but there's a difference between confidence and insecurity. And right now, Dominik is walking a very thin line between both. Then he says Bálor got what he deserved, and just like that, we see a complete lack of loyalty, which raises a big question. Was Dominik ever really aligned with Judgment Day, or was he always waiting for his moment to break out on his own? Because now his focus shifts completely to Penta, and this is where things go from interesting to explosive. Calling himself the king of Luchadores is not just bold, it is borderline disrespectful, especially when you're stepping into a ring with someone like Penta, who represents an entire legacy and culture in Lucha Libre. This is not just about a title anymore. This is about identity, pride, and proving who truly belongs at the top of that division. Now here's where the rumor mill starts heating up, because there's been talk that WWE wants to push Dominik into a more standalone top heel role. And if that is true, this feud with Penta could be the perfect testing ground. But there's a risk here, because if the fans reject this version of Dominik, the backlash could be brutal, and WWE knows that. At the same time, if he pulls this off, if he actually beats Penta and backs up everything he just said, then we are looking at a completely different level of star power. So now it all comes down to the rematch. Does Dominik prove he is more than just talk, or does Penta shut him down and expose everything he's been trying to hide? I want to know what you think. Is Dominik Mysterio right to call himself the king of Luchadores, or is he about to get humbled in the biggest way possible? Drop your thoughts below, because this story is getting personal fast, and it might redefine Dominik's entire career. And this is why you stay locked into No Disqualified, where we break down the stories behind the stories with real passion and zero filter every single time.